Hello, today we're going to make a soup out of local ingredients, well, apart from the peppers. Now, although this is a budget site, these prawns or langoustine can be dear, but these work out about £2 each. So if you say you'll get, say, 10 portions out of this if you wanted to stretch it. It would only make it about £1 a portion. But, you know, we all need a treat every now and then. To make the soup, what we're going to do is I'm going to first of all peel and get all these shells and heads together. And we're going to make a lovely stock with that. So I'll get on and do that now and then show you the next step. Just to show you to peel these, just take the head off, pop it in the pan. We're going to smash those up in a bit. Just crack the shell at the back, just to make it a bit easier on yourself. Prise it open. Take out the flesh. Pop that in there as well. All the shells, everything goes in there. We're going to smack it up and then make some stock out of it. Okay, as you can see, this is all the shells and the heads and bits. All we're going to do is just give a good smack up, break them down a bit. Oh, smash the camera as well, that's a good idea. Well, you get the idea. I won't do that because I'll smash the camera. So I'll continue bashing these, and then we're going to cover them with a couple of pints of water. Put them on to boil. When it boils, turn it down, and we're going to simmer it for about 20-25 minutes. Okay, to make the soup, we've got the prawns boiling away at the back there, the shells. So we're going to use about a tablespoon, maybe a tablespoon and a half of good Scottish rapeseed oil. Into that we're going to put 3 small or 2 medium onions, just peeled and roughly chopped. We're just going to cook those down a little bit, get rid of some of the wool. Give this bit a couple of minutes. We're going to put in now a whole bulb of garlic, because I like garlic. And about a tablespoon, well, yeah, I suppose it is a tablespoon of fresh sliced ginger. Yes, I know ginger doesn't go in these recipes, but I like it. It adds a certain zing to it, makes it nice. Now, if you can't use the whole prawn to make the stock, you can still make this soup using a frozen prawn, using something like this. I don't know if you can see that. These are a prawn stock cubes. I use them when I'm making pie mash and liquor, that sort of thing. They're very good, but obviously not quite as good as using the shells. But if you ain't got it, you ain't got it. Okay, the nasty smell's gone from the onion and garlic and that. So we can start to put some flavour into it now. Could add about a teaspoon, maybe a teaspoon and a quarter of fennel seeds. This will give it a nice aniseedy twist. A teaspoon or so, well, that's half, so we'll do 1.5 teaspoons of Italian seasoning. Our old friend smoked paprika, teaspoon of that. 1 bay leaf. And then we're going to add 2 carrots. 2 nice big sticks of celery. Now normally I'll put a bit of leek in, but I haven't got any around at the moment, so no leek. Okay, and also we're just going to tear up the red pepper a bit, throw that in, and raise the heat a little bit, start to give it all a good fry off and a good soften. Then we're going to add a bit of brandy. Okay, that's cooked out for a couple of minutes. We're going to add some brandy now. Got some really expensive stuff. Comes in a plastic bottle. Nice and cheap though. It's great for cooking. So about 2 tablespoons of brandy. And then make sure that all bubbles off. Don't put a flame to it because you're going to fill the whole place with a flame. There's no need to do that. Just make sure it all reduces away and disappears. And then you haven't got to flame it. I mean, you can if you like, but a couple of tablespoons like that could take your eyebrows off. Who cares? Anyway, So, tin of tomatoes. In we go. At this point, I'm going to add some sea salt. About 2 teaspoons there. Because we're not using stock cubes, we can use a bit of sea salt. Nice twist of black pepper. If you wanted to put a chilli in, you could, but I'm not today. I don't think it needs it. And then the stock we made out of the 2 pints of cold water and the shells, we just pour over the top. And leave that to sit for a bit so it all drains out. And then we let it go to the boil and cook it out until everything's really soft and overcooked. There you go, that's the soup just coming up to the boil now. It should take about 25 minutes, half an hour to get all overcooked. Don't forget, before we move on, do fish out the bay leaf. You don't really want that in when you liquidise it. But okay, I've taken out the bay leaf. Everything's nicely cooked. So I'm going to just give it a good blitz and then continue. Okay, that's nicely blitzed. It's just occurred to me, in all the recipes I give, I use smoked paprika. I'm using the sweet one, not the spicy one. Just to let you know. Okay, this is quite thick, but I want it a little bit thick. And we're going to be a bit naughty now. We're going to add about 2 ounces of butter. Just because it's going to give you a nice luxurious finish to the soup. Just blitz that through for a second. Okay, you can see that that's made it nice and creamy. Now we're going to put in the prawns. I deveined them, langoustine, whatever you want to call them. I've deveined them, give them a little wash, and I've just chopped them into tiny pieces. You could put them in whole and have nice big bits floating around your soup, but personally I like to eat the soup. I don't want to fight it. So I've chopped them up and we're just going to pop them in, and we're just going to let the heat of the soup cook these, because they're not going to want much cooking at all. So I've turned off the heat and we'll just let those cook for about a minute. That's all it will take. But you can actually see, if I can find a piece, you can see them nearly cooked there. So we'll just wait a minute while that cooks out, and then I'll show you how to dress it. Okay, to dress it, we're just going to take a couple of ladles of soup. You see all them lovely bits of langoustine there. Nice bit of that. Just take a spoonful of cream. Make a little ring in the middle. And just take a cocktail stick or a small knife. Just do that. Little circular motions. Pretty it up a bit. And just a little bit of parsley. There you go. Yeah, look, it's not strictly a budget soup. It is, however, a real taste of luxury. If you went to a French restaurant, you'd order up a langoustine bisque or something like that. But really, it's a prawn soup. It's all done with good local prawns up here in the northeast of Scotland. And yeah, give it a go. It's really worth it.